Okay. All right. Hello, gentlemen. Greetings from Toronto, where you slipped this film right at the last second.
Yes, we did.
Got a great response. I was in that audience, but I just watched it again because I had so much to process. And Mark, I'll start with you because, okay, full disclosure, I am a Room 104 fanatic. Like, love that series with Dawn.
Yeah.
And this to me had elements of that show. Where in your crazy mind did this come from?
Okay, so I love small settings with a few characters and working some stuff out. That's one of my favorite things. Part of that is because I know I can make it and pay for it myself, so that helps.
That helps.
Yeah, but this one, I think, it stems from my existing love of examining intimacy between men. And all of these wonderful things that I've dealt with my brother, my own very intimate male friendships, that I didn't know that those things were weird until I started putting them on screen. And everyone was like, these are very interesting male relationships. And I was like, they are? Okay, that's good to know. But I think we wanted to go someplace else with it. I think we wanted to have a lot more fun with it this time. I think we wanted to take it into the realm of an allegory and speculative fiction. And I think, not that this is a medicine movie by any means, but there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. And we wanted to explore some things through that comedy and that fun that we might not normally tackle.
Yeah. And Sterling, come on, like you're one of my favorite freaking actors ever.
Come on, Bonnie, come on.
Honest to God, we've met at the Critics' Choice Awards. I mean, honest, I've picked your brain so many times. And I have to say, wow, did you ever knock it out of the park with this? But you two have to be best pals. Did you know each other before? Because my God, you win the Oscar for this if you didn't.
We knew of each other, we've worked with people, mutual fans of each other's work, right?
Yeah.
Really got a chance to know each other on this film. We sat down and we had dinner, me, him, and Mel. And it was a couple of hours and just kind of kicked it and shot the breeze, found out how much we had in common with one another.
I think that's part of the key, right?
But I mean, both of us being in this business as long as we have, being married to 2 actors, having 2 children, both really sort of like trying to figure out that work-life balance thing, but still give your most to your art. Like, I was like, oh, this dude is like white Sterling.
That's 100%. I mean, it was... That really was it for me. It was just like, it wasn't like we came up with some system to build the chemistry. It was like a little bit of that spiritual lightning bolt where it's like, okay, I feel this person.
Yeah.
Okay, who got on each other's nerves the fastest?
Nah.
The wasn't long enough for that. We shot the movie in 14 days.
Lord have mercy. It was flying.
I mean, I guess it could have happened because, we would actually seal ourselves inside of the dome for sound purposes. So when we were just going. So I guess there could have been
for sound purposes, and you can't see a crack in the dome, or else it kind of ruins the whole facade of the whole thing. Listen, every once in a while, Mark would like want to hang out, and I would want to hang out with him. I was like, dude, I got to memorize lines for tomorrow. Like, he had it all sort of like downloaded into him. I was like, I'm learning this as we go along. But I did watch the whole league while I was there too.
I know, but I think I kept coming. I was like, "Hey man, you gotta hear this song, dude. This song's so good." He's like, "Yeah, I love that song." So just give me a second.
Hey, listen, I would love to be stuck in a dome with both of you guys. I would be there in 1 second. Okay, without giving anything away, did this movie make you sympathetic to what your wives went through, having children? Mark,
that's a really interesting question. I mean, I think, look, once you've had 2 kids, and if you're in any sort of an intimate relationship with your spouse, particularly if it's your wife, hopefully you have that already.
Hopefully.
But I think that, for me, the extra level of growth I got in this movie was by bringing this sort of half-formed script to Mel Eslin, my co-writer, our director. She runs my company, and saying, I think I have something good here, but I don't have it in me to get this thing even to the 50-yard line. Like, what can you do for me? And Mel, as a queer woman with just different interests of science that I don't have, her ability to research, she took this thing and made it what it is. And so I just learned that in order to be a successful artist, I don't have to do the whole thing. I just have to believe in my partners and give them something. And it was really not only comforting, but I grew a lot.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's a
Yeah.
fine.
It really makes you think. And listen, I wish I had so much more extra time, but Sterling, do you think Randall would have been able to handle it in the Biosphere? I don't.
No, he would have freaked the blank out. Randall
Yeah.
would have been, Randall would have been like Billy, but then Charlie would have been like Ray. And so like if we both took the characters from the shows and put them in there,
Yeah,
they'd
that's
still
right.
find a little bit of balance.
Chip would
Absolutely
take care
Chip.
of Randall, and it would be a problem. Yeah.
You guys are amazing. I am so thrilled I got the opportunity to chat with you today. Thank you so much for everything that you give us. Honest to God, I'm such a big fan. And this movie's fantastic. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. I really appreciate it.
Bonnie.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Recording